Welcome to podcasts recorded live at the Center for Spiritual Living in Portland, Oregon. We have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the Online tab. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its video podcasts, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.
Good morning and welcome to the Portland Center for Spiritual Living Facebook Live service. We are a science of mind community that teaches spiritual principles to transform your life and to make the world a better place. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey or around the world, you are welcome here. All we ask is that you stay open to the possibility of changing your entire life simply by changing your mind. My name is Catherine Richer. I'm one of the licensed practitioners serving on the Center's ecclesiastical team, and it is indeed my honor to welcome you. If you are new to the Center, I invite you to find out more about us on our website at www.cslportland.org. Under the About Us menu, you'll find a lot of information about who we are, what we stand for, and how we might serve you. The website also gives details about the various activities at the Center, and you can sign up to receive a weekly email listing of our activities, events, and services. I'd like to highlight a number of them that are currently happening as we have some new to announce today. Our Sunday services do continue on Facebook Live at 11. You can also see them on YouTube and through our audio podcast. Wednesday night meditation continues at 7 o'clock on Zoom teleconferencing. Licensed practitioner Kate Barrett is leading a meditation on believing, based on the theme for the day from 64 ways to practice peace and nonviolence theme for the day. You can get a free copy of the 64 Ways booklet by going to our website, clicking on the Season for Peace and Nonviolence button on the right. The booklet is in a downloadable PDF file. Friday Lunch with Reverend Larry is back this Friday at 11:30 via Zoom. Provide your own lunch, of course, if you want. The Social Justice Book Club is this coming Saturday from 12:30 to 1:30. All of these events, by the way, are Pacific Standard Time, and that is through Zoom teleconferencing as well. It's facilitated by licensed practitioner Nancy Ashley. The featured book is My Grandmother's Hands, and this month's discussion is incorporating the daily theme of healing from Season for Peace and Nonviolence. Our online 12-step program for women does meet every Saturday as well on the mornings and facilitated by licensed practitioner Nancy Ashley. We do have a new free program called 365 Earnest Homes. You can sign up to get a daily Ernest Holmes affirmation sent directly to your email inbox. They feature a beautiful background picture and reflective material presented by Reverend Larry. To sign up, this again is on our website at www.cslportland.org/365. The affirmation is also posted to our social media accounts every day, so lots of opportunities for inspiration. February 7th at 12:30, we're hosting a town hall meeting on Zoom. The Zoom link on the website and is in our weekly emails as well. It's a chance to meet with the board of directors, receive a status report on how we finished up the prior year of 2020, and hear some financial updates and have a chance to answer some questions and ask them too. Very exciting, on Valentine's Day, Sunday, February 14th, LaRhonda Steele and our Friends Band are throwing a Valentine Love Offering concert. This will be at 1:30 on Facebook Live. Advance tickets are available online now, and you'll also be able to make contributions to the center during the concert. It's our music team's fundraising gift to the center, and for that we are most appreciative. Thank you. Our flowers are courtesy of Kat Jacobs. Today, our special music is provided by our fabulous music director, LaRhonda Steele, enhanced and backed by our Friends Band. The message is also by our own Reverend Marilyn Sprague. So, sit back and relax, because I know that somewhere between the music, the meditation, and the message is exactly what your heart has come to receive.
Thank you, Catherine. Let's breathe together as we go into our sacred time of meditation together. Sing. God is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am, God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, and I am.
There is one and only one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence, back of all of life, all that is, seen and unseen, known and unknown, one. It is this one thing expressing itself in, through, and as everything, from every tiny speck to the broad corners of the universe, infinite in its expansion and expression. All of the billions of galaxies and multiverses and beautiful, beautiful planets, this island Earth home, and all within it and upon it, rising to the shining sun. And this means me. I know that I am an individualized and unique expression of life itself, of source. And as this is the truth of me, I know it is the truth of everyone. I know with every fiber of my being that everyone is a perfect and beautiful and unique embodiment of life itself, of source, of God, of good. And knowing this to be the truth of who they are, I speak my word for and about them, claiming, affirming, and calling forth a willingness to know that this is their power. This power of good that is back of the entire universe is who they are. This presence of good, this life force is who they are. The intelligence and the wisdom of source, of good, is theirs. I affirm a conviction to stand in that good, to stand in the knowing of good, that good prevails regardless of appearances, a willingness to rise above those things of every day, a rising above to knowing that good. That conviction in that good steers them forward in that power to create and co-create and live and feel and be their dreams. Be that one expression that they are meant to be, that individualized expression. They were created specifically to be, over billions of years of evolution, individualized stars wrapped in skin. And that they move forward in this goodness with faith, that in so stepping on this path, more and more good is revealed in the expectancy of good and better and more and good and such good. I am so grateful to know the truth of good. And in that gratitude, I release my word into the cosmic womb of infinite potential and possibility, that place that says a good yes and a big yes. Yes, my beloved, and you are my beloved. It is indeed my joy to provide more and more good to you as you speak and claim and believe in the depths of your heart. And so it is with that absolute conviction and directed faith that I simply let it be, and I allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is. And as we steep in the silence and the sacredness of our hearts, I invite you to invite good.
We welcome you back from the silence. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of light. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done and everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, and everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the sweetest kind of life, to the deepest kind of love. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. So get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. So get ready, my soul. Oh, get ready, my soul. Blessings.
Thank you, LaRhonda and our Friends Band. A special thank you to Albert Chen and our videographer today, and to Jim Bowie, our audio technician, and to you, our Facebook Live community. A special thank you for choosing Portland Center for Spiritual Living as your source of spiritual nourishment today, this very last day of the first month of 2021. Today we're wrapping up our Back to Basics series, which is something that we do every single year. And yet, before I begin our Back to Basics wrap-up, there's something that I'd like to also acknowledge, and that is that today is day 2 of the 64-day Gandhi King Season for Peace and Nonviolence. The center launched this season yesterday with a lovely meditation service on Zoom teleconferencing, and the foundational program of this worldwide annual grassroots movement is the 64 Ways to Practice Nonviolence. And in the 64 ways, each day there is a daily theme, an inspirational quote, and a daily practice. And as mentioned in the announcements that licensed practitioner Catherine Richer made, you can download a free copy of the 64 Ways booklet from our website, cslportland.org. And here's today's inspiration. The thought for today is smiling. Yes, smiling. And the inspirational quote is from Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. Quote, "If in our daily life we can smile, not only we, but everyone will profit from it. This is the most basic kind of peace work," unquote. And the practice today, you guessed it. Share a smile with someone, knowing that your smile contributes to peace. So with a smile in our heart, a smile in our mind, let us turn to the conclusion of our Back to Basics series, Looking Up, Ready to Accept the Best. And LaRhonda has certainly helped us see that really the best is accepting the call of our soul, diving deep to that call of our soul. So over the past 4 weeks, we've learned the principle of oneness. God is. We've learned our unique and special place in the universe. Each of us an individualized expression of the one power, one presence, one mind of infinite intelligence. God is, I am. We've learned the divine creative process and how it works. We've also learned the divine creative process is our divine inheritance from a beneficent creator. We are endowed with the power to create and experience the fulfillment of our heart's desire. So with all this learning and all these spiritual principles, I ask, are we ready to smile, look up, and to consciously think truth so that we can be ready to accept the best? Are we ready to consciously think, God is all there is and that means me? Are we ready to consciously think that God is a power for good in the universe and that each of us can use it? Are we ready to smile, to look up, and to signal the universe, yes, I am ready to accept the best? And here's the intention, not just to accept it sort of, kind of, maybe. Ready to accept the best with absolute certainty, calm confidence, and limitless trust. Let me repeat that. Ready to accept the best with absolute certainty, calm confidence, and limitless trust. Well, as I mentioned in a message previously, I have 3 whys today because when I was younger, my mother always told me, Marilyn, I think you were born with the word why coming out of your mouth. I happen to like to know why something is the truth. I don't just want to read it in a book. I don't want to just hear it because some guru said it. I want to know why for myself. So in today's message, there's 3 whys that this is absolutely true, that we can look up and signal, I am ready to accept the best with absolute certainty, calm confidence, and limitless truth. So let's get started. Looking up, ready to accept the best with absolute certainty. Why is this true? Because God is omnipresent. God is all there is. The fundamental principle of science of mind is the principle of oneness, that God is all there is. God is all there is, seen and unseen, and that there is nothing outside of this one power, this one presence. God is. And I think if we remember a song from last week, it had a punchy little, almost like an exclamation point to it. The last lyric was, God is. It really emphasized this truth, that God is all there is. And so that means that when God is all there is, not when, but God is all there is, that means that each of us is of God. There is no separation. This is the why we can get ready to accept the best with absolute certainty, because God is and I am of it. Everything that is true of God is also true of our life. So if we're like, oh, well, maybe I've read Science of Mind and I've listened to the Sunday messages and I've embraced the back to basics, maybe there's still some hesitancy. So I'm going to hearken back to early in our Back to Basics series, when LaRhonda Steele and our Friends Band was absolutely rocking the sanctuary with a song, an Eddie Watkins Jr. song called I Am the Place Where God Shows Up. And I just want to reinforce the lyrics of that song. Listen very carefully. The lyrics are, I am the place where God lives, moves, and breathes, and has its meaning. I am the place where God shows up. Notice the I am statements. God, I am the place where God lives, moves, and has its meaning. I am the place where God shows up. And so in looking up, ready to accept the best with absolute certainty, it means we are making a conscious choice to live from a heightened awareness of God is, I am. Yes, I am, we are, looking up, ready to accept the best with absolute certainty, knowing that God is omnipotent, and I am, we are, the place where God shows up. So let's look at being able to look up, ready to accept the best with calm confidence. With calm confidence. When we look out in the world, it doesn't seem very calm, does it? There certainly is a lot of ugliness that we see in the daily streaming of the news. There's an appearance of chaos, divisiveness, finger-pointing, blaming, name-calling, and an eye for an eye kind of attitude that seems to be pervasive in our news. And yet, when we choose to look up to truth, we are making a conscious choice to remember that God is everywhere present. Its creative power is at work in all things, at all times, even amidst our greatest challenges. So our job as a partner with this creative power, this omnipotent power, is number one, our job is to have a clear idea of the what we want. And you know what that means? We need to quit talking about what we don't want. Our job is to place our full focus, our full attention on that which we desire. if we want peace in the world, we must place our attention on peace and nonviolence. That's why this season of peace and nonviolence is so important. The second thing we need to do is to surrender the how to the creative power, the creative genius of spirit. Our job is to remember to look up, to accept the best with calm confidence, knowing that the creative power, the creative genius of spirit is at work in everything, in all situations, no exceptions. And that means the appearances of chaos and divisiveness. Our job is to remember that the power of God, that omnipower, is available in that very situation. And so if we're looking up with limitless trust, imagine that. Limitless trust, feeling so secure in being ready to accept the best with limitless trust. Why can we accept that as the truth? Because God is omniscient. The mind of God is infinite intelligence, infinite knowingness, is wisdom that is infinite. And when we remember, when we come to creating our good by choosing to look up to truth, that God is, I am, and its creative power is available to us in that moment, that omniscience of the one mind, that infinite intelligence is available to us because the mind we use is of the one mind. The very mind that we use is of the one mind. So how can we surrender to this infinite intelligence? Well, I think we can take great lessons from nature. And this is a true story of an albatross. And I may have shared it way back, but it's something that has left an indelible impression on my mind. So this is again the story of an albatross. It occurred when I was experiencing a 1-week intensive at Emerald Isle Beach in North Carolina. There were 12 women that came together in a spiritual group intensive for an entire week here at Emerald Island. And we were in this lovely setting where there was this long boardwalk across the dunes of the beach, right down to the beach. And so every day we were out in the morning before our spiritual lessons. We were out walking on the beach and playing in the sand and enjoying the magnificence of the ocean. Well, towards the end of the week, many of us were in the canteen area of our accommodations, and it was breakfast time, and one of the participants came in and had this very concerned look on her face. And of course, we all turned and said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "I think there's a bird on the beach that's injured. I got really close to it, and it didn't move. I don't think it can move. I think it's injured." Well, what do 12 women do when there's a call for help? Of course, single file, we walked all the way down the long boardwalk, across the sand dunes, down to the beach, and we encircled this bird. What did the bird do? It sort of looked at us like, what the? Just looked at us. Looked and we're like, well, what should we do? It's not moving. It doesn't appear to be able to move. What should we do? Idea. Let's call the wildlife preservation ranger. Yes, that's something we can do. So all 12 of us, single file across that long boardwalk into our accommodations, requesting a cell phone back because they'd been placed away because we're not supposed to be on our cell phones, so that we could call the wildlife preservation ranger. In the meantime, our spiritual guide said, it's time. We need to start our lesson for the day. So we circled around and started our circle of prayer. Well, right about the time that we were finishing our circle of prayer, we noticed this wildlife conservation ranger coming across that long boardwalk to where we were. He opened the door, he knocked, opened the door, and I think he was a little stunned. He sort of sat back. Here's 12 women in a circle, and I think the atmosphere was very lofty because we had just finished our circle of prayer. He hesitated and he said, everything's okay. It's an albatross. It's just resting. It knows the tide is coming to pick it up. It's just resting. It knows the tide is coming to pick it up. So my question is, do we have the limitless trust, like the albatross, to rest calmly and trust that infinite intelligence of the one mind that is always guiding, always directing, always inspiring in everything that we do? It is always there to guide, direct, support, and inspire so that we too can catch that tide and again expand our wings and soar. Because one of the things we learned from the ranger was that that albatross was not common to the area. What he said was it had flown thousands of miles, which an albatross can do. And yet, it had that calm confidence and reassurance that the infinite intelligence of the one mind was going to send in the wave to pick it up so that it could go back out to sea and once again spread its wings and soar. So if this infinite intelligence can do this for one of its creation, for what reason would we ever doubt that that's not true for us? So I'm asking, are we ready to look up and to accept the best with limitless trust? So let's just briefly review. We can smile, look up, and be ready to accept the best with absolute certainty because we know God is omnipresent. This means God is, I am, we are the place where God shows up. There is no separation. Next, we can smile, look up, and be ready to accept the best with calm confidence because God is omnipower, omnipotent. It is the creative power, it is the creative genius, and it is always at work in all situations, even in our most challenging times. And we can smile, look up, and be ready to accept the best with limitless trust because God is omniscient. Its wisdom, its creative intelligence is always guiding, guarding, protecting, and inspiring us. And so from this place of awareness, let us pray. In this now moment, recognizing one presence, one power, one mind of infinite intelligence, which I choose to call God. It is all there is. It is source, it is substance, it is supply. It is the creative genius of all that is seen and unseen. Because God is all there is, that means me too. I am an individualized expression of this one presence, this one power, the one mind of infinite intelligence. Every aspect of my life is animated by the one. And as this is true of me, I know it to be the truth of each individual in our Facebook Live community, individuals who hear this message via podcast, and in our emerging YouTube community. I claim and affirm and I speak my word. Yes, each individual is ready to look up and accept the best in absolute certainty, calm confidence, and limitless trust. Knowing that this one power, this one presence is infinitely available, guiding, guarding, directing. Each individual embraces this truth, choosing to dive deeper and deeper than they've ever gone before, getting closer and closer to the source of all good. I claim and affirm that any doubt, any uncertainty, any fear, anything that is unlike the truth simply dissolves into the nothingness from which it came. There is no leg, there is no belief for it to stand upon. There is only that absolute trust, confidence, certainty that God is, I am. And I am so grateful for this truth, that God is all there is, that each individual is an expression of that one. I am, we are the place where God shows up. And so I place my word into the activity and action of the law, knowing that the law has only one response. It is impelled by its very nature to say, yes, my beloved. So in this space of awareness, with calm confidence, absolute certainty, and limitless trust, together we say, and so it is. And it is with deep, deep gratitude that you are joining us here today, and it's our time for conscious giving. We are so grateful for your tithes, your love offering, and your support of this community. So at this time, you can go to our website, cslportland.org, and there is a donate button that you can click on, and that is deeply appreciated. You can use the Tithely app. And of course, we love it when we can say we've got mail, and so you can mail checks in too. So however you choose to make a contribution, know that it is valued and it is appreciated. And I think LaRhonda is ready to bless us with more music from Miss LaRhonda Steele and the Friends Band.
Thank you, Reverend Marilyn. That is so interesting, well, so God, that the word for the peace, for the season of peace, season of nonviolence, is smile. Because I had been practicing that as I was looking at the full sink of dishes. And so I'd smile. I said, just smile. Smile while you're, vacuuming up the dog food and, anyway. The Friends Band, Ken Brewer, Don Schultz and Mr. Jim Solberg and myself, we are so excited about February 14th offering just love back to our community. We appreciate so much what the community does for us that we want to sing some wonderful songs for you, perform some wonderful instrumentals. We have so many great songwriters in our community. Practitioner Marcy Beck, and we've got some from Paulette, and also some from the band. Everybody in the band wrote something. And thank you to Jim Bowie, who couples as a wonderful singer too, as well as sound man. He is donating his time too. So, all right, time for you to get up, get on your feet, and let's rock this thing out. Yes. I've got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I've got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I've got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. Come on, y'all. Oh, dance it out now. Yeah. Ooh, oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there ain't nothing I can't do, no. I've got the power to be anything I want. I got the power inside of me, yeah. I've got the power inside of me. Every day I'm wasting my time thinking that someone else is gonna do it all for me. I've got to get up, get out, get it, just get started. Take one step toward my destiny. I'll define my intentions with clear definitions. Declare what will be, and I'll watch it come to me. 'Cause I got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there ain't nothing I can do. I've got the power to be anything I want. I've got the power inside of me. Y'all, you know you do too. I've got the power inside of me. There are days when I'm just feeling no good, and days when I don't even want to try. But when I stop, look, and listen and surrender, I hear a voice that I cannot deny. It says, you know you can do it, just get down to it. Have faith in yourself, and I will see you through. Oh, to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there ain't nothing I can't do. I've got the power to be anything I want. I've got the power inside of me. Yeah. I've got the power inside of me. There are times when I feel so frightened and I feel like I just can't go on. I get look deep inside, 'cause that's where I find the power, the power, the power inside of me. The power inside of me. I got to take a look inside, and you know that's where we'll find the power, the power. Yeah, come on, y'all, let's sing it. You got the power, we got the power. Hey, I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. Power! Ah, yes.
Well, in case anyone had any hesitancy about accepting their good with absolute certainty, calm confidence, and limitless trust, I think we've just heard we've got the power. Thank you so much. And on behalf of the Portland Center for Spiritual Living, I accept all the gifts that are flowing to us, knowing that as we receive these gifts, we circulate them out into our community and into the world. And it is creating a world that works for everyone. And we are so grateful for your blessing. And at this time, knowing that there's a lot of change in the world, each of us may be experiencing a great amount of change, know that our ecclesiastical team is here to support you in prayer. It is truly our pleasure to support you in prayer. So please go to our website, click on the online, and it says prayer requests. Submit your prayer request. It immediately goes to every member of the ecclesiastical team. That's all of our licensed practitioners and our ministers. And that request is prayed over for an entire week. So please, let us support you through prayer. Please make our day and ask us to pray. And at this time, I think LaRhonda and our Friends Band are going to close us out.
All right. Let's sing our closing song together, Blessed Always.
If you happen to be in the Portland, Oregon area, we'd love to have you visit in person. The Portland Center for Spiritual Living is located at 6211 Northeast Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. We have inspirational services at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the Online tab. We have a variety of content dedicated specifically for our online listeners. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Our website is also the place to learn more about what's going on at the center or to contact us. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.